5 seconds remaining.
Hello, good evening everybody. Welcome back for our final series of the Star Ladder C qualifiers. Alright, my name is Hades, standing in for Cyclops, so I'm not alone though. I'm bringing one co-caster with me today. One of my good friends, Lumi. Hello, you there? Can you hear me?
Dire team pick.
Alright, Lumi, can you hear me? Oh no.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Alright guys, we have Lumi. We have found Lumi. Looks like there was a bit of a bug, I think. Couldn't hear you for a bit. But alright guys, we have here our
10 seconds.
first game of this best of 2 series, Mineski versus Warriors Gaming Unity.
5 seconds
Alright, so Lumi, going into this, we've already seen the Rubik and the Disrupted Luna. We're starting to see a lot of Luna. Why is that?
Reserve time.
I don't know. Luna has not really received any nerf compared to the last patch. They took away the ancient stacking, but when she gets the Helm of the Dominator, she seems to be able to supplement her farm just by kind of going from camp to camp. Or at least that's what I've been seeing from the Chinese games. I don't know if C Dota Luna's Go Helm. Have you been seeing that?
Yeah, actually I do. I see like pretty much every game has a Luna now. They go for the Helm of Dom, Dragon Lance. You just straight out push, and next thing you know, the game is over in 25 minutes. She's like the new
10
Drow
seconds
actually.
remaining.
Yeah, except like it's like harder to tri lane against her because of her aura, and then she actually fights a lot better in the mid game. Drow, if you shut her down the lane, she actually doesn't do much, right? But Luna, by comparison, actually fights much better. So
Yeah, she flash farms way quicker as well. I would say her damage output is slightly higher because you have that magic burst from the Eclipse and just contributes so much in team fights better.
Dire team back.
And wow, okay, Mineski opened up for Rubik, Ogre, Magi, so this should be a boogie Rubik. But okay, what do you think about what would you say if I told you Mineski would probably pick a Venge carry?
seems good, man. Bench carry is underplayed in my opinion.
10
Really,
seconds
you're a fan of that?
I think it's like a good cheese in StarCraft, right? You don't do it all the time, but when you do it once in a while, it's strong when the situation is right. Does that make sense?
Okay, because I know there was a period of time where Miracle was just spamming Venge hard carry in unranked games. So
Okay.
yeah, so I think that that probably led to why it would be a good pick, because Filipino Dota, they do like to overextend sometimes, just sometimes.
I wonder if the new talent tree has anything to do with it, because I remember one of the talent is you get like an extra 100 magic missile damage. I don't know if that's enough to actually justify the Venge carry.
I don't.
Actually
so.
haven't even seen the new Venge tree that often. I guess let me quickly check it out.
No problem. Because I think what he does is he gets a level 1 into the stun. You max out the wave of terror and your aura, so you're really just right clicking around. And with Dragonlance and the new Helm of Dom, I say Venge actually comes online quite nicely as well. But alright, Warriors Gaming Unity, they pick up the second support. It's going to be the Chen already, and you can start to see like this Tinker pick could have backfired on them. But if we see a hero who picks out Helm of the Dom, we might even see that fight for the neutral creeps coming out. Well, actually, otherwise, Warriors Gaming have really strong push. You get the Luna, Helmet Dom creep, and the Chen creeps. Mineski don't exactly have much counter push right now, and the Juggernaut will be picked up. Still not sure if Raging Potato is going to pick that up yet, or is it going to be a Juggernaut mid. They are very flexible on that. But
Yeah, the big trouble that they are in right now for Mineski is that generally when you get counter push, it's from
10
your
seconds
supports.
remaining.
For example, Kato is the first hero that really comes to mind. Rubik doesn't really have that much counter push. I guess Ogre could put like a Bloodlust on the tower, but that's really not great.
Reserve time.
In terms of cores that could counter push, Tinker is gone. They banned it themselves. I think LC is actually quite good in counter pushing because of overwhelming odds,
oh no.
especially against Amiibo.
Oh,
But alright,
no.
this game just totally changed around. This is some kind of cheese coming out here from WG.
Oh, not like this. Yeah, okay, I know that Ajit, he likes his Meepo. Warriors Gaming are actually one of the few teams which, if they get the chance, they will pick the Meepo. And I mean, even ever since the Boston Major as well, when people did ask, and they asked X Nova, so would Ajit, will you guys pick Meepo? And it says up to Ajit. If he feels he can perform, they will go for it. So Mineski, they immediately go for the Magnus pick though. This is something which we don't usually see. It's a very niche pick,
5
but
seconds
Empower
remaining.
and Juggernaut, do you think that's enough though to kill a Meepo late game?
I think actually, because when people think about killing Meepo, they think about having a ton of AoE damage, right? Which I actually think is the wrong way to go about it. I feel like it's all about just killing the one Meepo. So having actually very strong single target damage is good. For example, I think the Omni Slash as an ultimate is actually very bad against the Meepo because if you don't get the right bounces, and chances are you won't, you're not gonna output that much damage. However, with that said, though, Juggernaut plus Magnus is such a strong combination in terms of both farming as well as hero killing that I think it's actually okay. Especially if the Magnus player could get some decent skewers and just isolate one or two Meepo, the rest of the team will be able to like kill it quite fast.
Yeah.
My concern for that is like Disruptor is going to make things very difficult with his Static Storm.
Yeah, I agree with you, especially about your earlier point where you talked about Meepo, where you know, I think the stereotype usually is you want to get AoE damage, when a solution I would feel is always getting that quick burst so you can nuke one Meepo down. But like you said, you know, the Magnus with the Juggernaut maybe could be enough, but I feel like another thing as well is, you know, you have all these Chenny creeps coming out, and it's going to be very, very hard for the Omni Slash to land at all. So I really question the pick. We might even see an Ember Spirit come out from Mineski though. I know in the past few games, Miracle has been playing the Ember mid quite a lot, that Veil Ember.
Oh, so he's also playing the Magic Ember?
Yes, I love it. It's good. It's so good.
So Magic Ember is definitely a thing, but I'm not sure if it's good against Meepo, right? Because the way that Magic Ember outputs damage is kind of spread damage, a lot of spread damage, which, as we just discussed, spread damage is perhaps not what you want against Meepo. You want really, really strong single target damage. And yes, I understand that there's some synergy between Magnus, but that's kind of the old school, kind of the physical carry Ember with the whole cleave kind of thing. I don't think Ember will be great this game, but we'll see.
Wait, hold on. This is interesting. Okay, Warriors Gaming Unity, they banned out the Bat Rider. So, is it possible that this could actually be a Magnus mid with a Juggernaut safe lane?
That's what they're expecting, yeah.
Could be that, or actually, I think if I recall, long time ago, Mineski, they did play the Bat Rider mid. And it's not that bad for isolating one Meepo, and it's Omni Slash the Meepo, so I do see the appeal behind that.
Yeah.
Ember, come on, do it. Mineski, just do it. Veil Ember.
I mean, your suggestion of the carry Venge is actually like not terrible, right? Because you can swap one Meepo and just kill it fast.
But what happens to the Venge then? Because when you're targeting that Meepo, and not
don't
to
worry
mention,
about it.
Don't forget the Chen heal, man. Never forget the Chen heal.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if you read the interview that 343 did last week.
Oh, I did.
Not interview, but he says Meepo is the strongest hero this patch.
Yeah.
So I've been actually casting the DAC Chinese qualifier recently, and even the Chinese teams have been picking up the Meepo. They're not very good at it. There's a lot of mistakes in their Meepo play, but what you customarily see a lot is they just hit 25 so fast. They fill out their talent tree. They're the highest net worth hero by a mile, and they just take over a game. So I imagine that's what's gonna be happening here. But at the same time, this is the region of the Meepo C, and I feel like all of these players have played against Meepo so much that they should be able to deal against it quite nicely.
Actually, I think Miracle plays a decent Meepo as well. It's not one of his top heroes, but the last time I ever saw him play it, that was against Arrow Gaming, but that was way back. And yeah, I mean, that's why, your ranked games just ban Meepo. It's a tough hero to play against, especially at how fast you can split the map. But okay, Sand Magnus, and Jug. This is, I don't know, man. I feel like a lot of this boils down to your blink initiation. So vision is going to be so crucial here. But at the same time, Warriors Gaming, their draft, it doesn't feel like they will allow that to happen though, right?
I think so. I think both teams has a lot of room for, both teams don't have a lot of room for error. WG.Unity needs to get their Meepo online fairly quickly, because I feel like once the double blink daggers of Mineski comes online, it doesn't matter if they can't really kill a single Meepo very effectively. If they land a 3-man RP on Luna, Chen, Disruptor, I think they just win that fight regardless whether they hit the Meepo or not, right? So, I think actually the most important player is Magnus this game, given the current picks.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that point as well. And Axe, this is gonna be our trouble, because if you look at Mineski, they have 4 melee heroes. This is gonna be really tough. Do you actually consider changing the lanes up a bit? Would you put the Magnus into the safe lane and let the Jug go mid?
I think jump mid versus Meeple is a very favorable matchup for the Meeples, right?
I mean, if you think about it anyways, regardless who goes mid, Meepo is still going to have a favorable matchup because of how fast he can go
Yeah.
back to the jungle.
That's what made this a very good Meeple draft. I actually think that maybe Sand King has the best time against Meeple mid because you could just like caustic spam, but I don't know. They probably have to worry more about the overall lane structure, just apart from like the matchups. I much rather play on the WG draft, by the way, than the Mineski draft. But
No problem. I totally agree with you. Meepo is just too tough here to deal with. Unless, of course, they kind of screw up while pushing high ground again. I think against Faceless yesterday, they did take like a really long time. They made a lot of mistakes, ending up in a comeback for Faceless. But alright, guys, here we go. Game 1, Warriors Gaming Unity versus Mineski. On the Radiant side, Afu is going to be playing that Disruptor. Like I said, Ajit on the Meepo, X Nova, he's on the Chen. Ben, the new player to the team, seeing as Kang, away for personal reasons. And Nana going to be playing the Luna safe lane. Do you want to introduce the diary, Lumi?
sure, we got Ninja Boogie smoked up as Rubik up top, already laying down some words. Miracle going to be playing the safe lane Jug. We got I believe this is Jules, right? Or no, not Jules.
Raging
Ninja
Potato.
Raging Potato. Jay. He's got like 8 names.
Yeah.
I did not say one of them right. He's playing Magnus. We got Jules playing his Ogre. And then finally we got RR playing Sand King. So was it WG Unity that posted that Facebook post? It's like don't ask to be on the team if you're 4K. So we
Yes.
could safely say that Ben is over 4K, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
He has to be, right? I mean,
Good job, Ben.
4K feels bad, man. That's alright. I'll get 5K soon.
30 seconds.
But I didn't apply. I did not apply. Don't worry, it wasn't me.
You should have applied. Get in that with that personal connection.
Oh, dude, no, man. I thought that would be you. I mean, you're the 6K support, right?
You could be the Z9 of C.
Oh, Lumi, why do you do this to me? Alright, bit of
I mean, Z9, I watch him play, he's actually pretty decent. Anyways,
MMR is just a number. Don't forget, 343, I think he's borderline 6K as well.
no, Z9 is actually 6K, dude. He's
Z9
like
6K?
actually, yeah, he's actually a legit player.
Oh,
People give him shit because like he's playing next to Tron and all these other star players, but he's actually good. All right, anywho, let's
let's go.
focus on the.
Mm-hmm. So, alright, Arjun and next Nova is casual blocking things up. Right, so it is going to be the Magnus versus Meepo. They're not going to put the Magnus into the safe lane. Oof, I don't know, man. This is still going to be tough. If they gank the Magnus and slow down his blink, it's going to be a really tough time. But, okay, what do you think? What are your thoughts on this dual off lane coming out from Mineski? Can they contest Nana?
I think so, right? I mean, this is what we saw out of Ogre last patch a lot, just constantly sit in a lane and do a ton of work. I think they even got the bounty rune from WG at the beginning of the game. So,
Yeah, they did.
yeah, so they're already starting off with great shape. And then looks like Sand King has a bottle queued up. This is not something you see at all in at least offlane Sand Kings.
Yeah, it's not that bad, but if I recall, I can't remember who it was who told me. Was it Audie from RRQ? Like, it's okay to go for bottles now because there's 2 bounty runes which you can easily snipe. It's not that bad since if you're having a tough time in the offlane, it's really not that bad. So RR, he's actually gonna be okay with that. And what are your thoughts on, like, for example, I think players were saying that this patch is really good for 2-1-2 instead of the old tri-lane situations.
I think 2-1-2 is great because let's say Jules and RR just goes on the safe lane, right? They waste all their mana. You just shrine back up and you're good to go. And then conversely, the Radiant safe lane don't have an access to shrine, or at least is not as close. So I definitely support that statement. And it looks like they're trying to make an aggressive play into the woods here for Nana.
Oh, this
He's
is
blocked
deep.
in, but Tower is actually helping out though.
RR is really low. Can they kill Nana? Who goes down first, Nana or RR? I feel like RR.
He's got Burrow Strike mana.
Oh!
Go down. Let's
First
go.
blood to RR. He's gonna die here, but hashtag worth it. Now can Jules kill Afu? No mana. Jules will just run away. And yeah, I think that was definitely worth it. First blood gets a free treat back to the face. He gets items. Oh, Ben actually getting the kill onto Boogie.
Nice.
Ben is having a really good time, courtesy of this Chen as well, who did have the Seda earlier on. Even Miracle is having a tough time, forced to put that point to his healing ward very early on. Alright, so looking at Potato, we haven't talked about the mid yet. He's actually doing pretty okay against the Meepo.
Yeah, I mean, being able to CS against the Meepo is not really that big of a deal because he's, just a melee hero. But that's not enough, right? Like, you're not looking to be happy while trading farm against the Meepo because Meepo will just outfarm you eventually. So I think it's going to be really up to the supports of Mineski to basically make this Meepo very miserable in the mid lane. Gank him while he's farming lane, gank him while he's farming jungle. But seems like so far no attempt from Mineski has been made for the mid lane just yet.
I actually do wonder what's gonna happen once this Meepo goes back, because I think Ajit, he doesn't itemize like most pub Meepos usually do. Like, I recall yesterday he actually skipped the Axe, he just went straight for like a Blink, double Dragon Lance with Ethereal Blade.
Yeah, that's the Meepo build now because of the patch change. The Axe used to share stats, right, between the Meepo.
Oh yeah.
But now they just made it a passive thing that Meepo just gets. So there's no big point to get the Axe anymore, so people just spam stats on Meepos now.
Oh, that's just really sad. But hold on, top lane. Miracle gets brought a bit too low. Ben, he's just a beast right now in this lane. So hard to kill him. And bottom lane, Jules, they do get the kill, but Alpha finds the return with that Thunder Strike onto our Jules now in the world of hurt as the Chen is chasing after him. Do they have enough? I don't think they have the slow, so they will just back this one out. Very nicely done. X-Nova's actually been having a ball of a time. He's made some crucial rotations. He's already won the top lane for Ben. And with the level advantage, things look very, very dark for the top lane.
Yeah, I think the lane's already very difficult for the Juggernaut on his own, right? Just having an Axe matchup. But now having an accelerated Axe is going to be a really tough time for him. Miracle has been through worse though, so I'm not going to be too worried for him.
Yeah, I think, was it against Secret back at ROG? He actually did really well going up against an OD as a jug mid.
Yeah.
That was
I actually think the mid matchup's easier because you have hills to kind of manipulate.
Uh-huh.
In this kind of long lane, you just get run down by Axe fairly easily.
Okay,
Miracle has actually opted for a Ring of Aquila.
They go for the RP here, but the smoke reinforcements coming in. Jay, will he die here? All the nukes coming on. Ajit actually doesn't get the kill. It goes to X-Nova. Or Lumi. Someone is saying that your in-game mic isn't working.
Oh, my bad. I'll turn around now. Sorry, Scrubcaster here.
999. Everybody makes mistakes. I had to come into the cast within 30 seconds. But Afu, they find him getting the Ignite the Glimpse back. Does he actually survive this? X-Nova's coming in. There is no heal, no all heal. Afu will go down to RR. So R is gonna be happy. Did he actually skip the bottle? Where's his bottle?
He just got it delivered on the corner.
Okay, so Ajit was thinking about coming in, but anyways, he'll just clear up the camp. Don't die here. I think I saw on Reddit that Xiaowei died as a Meepo while clearing ancient stacks.
Yeah, I was casting that.
Oh man, that was so
good.
sad.
It was actually embarrassing. So, I definitely agree with you the fact that you have 5 runes, right, every 2 minutes. So the bottle is actually very good value, but I'm not sure whether it's good for an off lane because especially for Sanking, you're expected to sit in lane a lot to just farm your dagger. I feel like you won't have that much opportunity to roam around the map. And I think the bottle build is perhaps a little bit better on, let's say, a roaming support of some sort. But he's opted for it. Let's see if it's going to pay out. For example, now he has to walk all the way to his own rune, but he gets one in the river, so.
Isn't it one of those situations where I think way back before they implemented the bounty runes, when it was just pretty much 50-50. You had to make sure that at the top or bottom, you had to really have strong emphasis on rune control. So maybe this is it.
I mean, back in those days, the bottle was stronger too, right? Because right now the new bottle regens actually very little compared to the old bottle.
Yeah.
Just to make up for the fact that you could so easily pick up runes. But I honestly don't think it will be the biggest deal. He'll be using the extra mana to spam burrow strikes in lane or whatever.
And he has extra help, so I think I like that movement early on, where they actually went to contest the bounty rune, denying to support that bit of relief gold. But okay, so Nana already has level 6. We'll see whether we get that big eclipse anytime soon. But top lane, Ben finds the call into Miracle. The Fade Ball's coming in to get the lift up, so it's gonna bring him away from Miracle. Looking for the Omni Slash, they find the kill, and Jules will pick that one up. Big kill, big kill. They do hinder his progress, and he's actually halfway to a blink, really fast.
I mean, very heads up play by Ninja Boogie. He lifted the axe and threw it towards, or actually away from the creep wave, just so that Miracle's Omni Slash, only hits him and not any creeps. But here comes that push that we were kind of talking about. We don't even have the helm up just yet on WG, but don't really need it because that's what Chen does. Sand King is going to try to run around, but there's really nothing he could do about this.
Yeah, RR, he's only at 800 gold. He's not really close to a blink. And this is where I feel things get a bit worrisome for Mineski. Because WG, especially when Luna gets that Helm of Dom, you're gonna get extra firepower in the creeps, more variety to the auras as well. And I think they did buff, at least creeps get mana regen now. So that's a lot of nuke available to X-Nova. Let's see, let's look at Potato. Does he's actually going for the treads first, he's not going for like a blink rush. So this is gonna be a bit slow. But late
By
game,
the way,
do they contest? So you were saying?
so I just want to point out, if you look over to the net worth graph right now, it's showing that it's like about a 1500 gold lead for WG. I feel like WG is so much further ahead than what the money actually suggests, because Meeple has not been harassed at all. In fact, he's got a solo kill, right? Looks like Nana's gonna go for a kill of his own here. Nice.
Ooh.
With his Eclipse. And the fact that there has been absolutely zero harassment by Mineski towards the Meeple, they have to outplay the mid and late game so hard. And I'm talking about like 4 to 5 man RPs into perfect Omni Slashes. Because I just don't think they will have any way to deal with this Meeple. He's already got 3 Meeples, and his farm is just like completely through the roof.
Oh, this is just really, really rough for them. And okay, waiting for that camp to spawn.
Oh. Mid lane, there was a lift into a skewer back, but looks like...
Didn't really land. You
yeah.
caught just a tiny glimpse of it.
The thing is, he had RP there. I'm surprised he didn't do the whole turnaround RP and then guarantee the kill on Meeple.
Can you imagine the risk though? Because he didn't know if like he had backup the disruptor. And okay, Chen's almost level 6. That's gonna make things much harder to gank anyone on the map right now.
Yeah. I mean, even if there was backup, if you skewer him into the tower, you probably could kill him, but you know, Hand of God and Poof out maybe would have messed that one up.
Ben gonna get that Blink Dagger in a bit, already up to 217. RR still lagging behind, but I mean, we talked about how Magnus, you need to have that blink, but he's actually going for an Echo Saber.
Oh God.
It's the carry Magnus, dude.
Okay.
You don't sound very impressed. Are you not a fan of that build?
I'm a fan of the build, but not in a Meeple game. Right? Because Meeple's gonna be hitting you hard soon.
Oh, that can happen. Just DC the enemy team.
Like, once Meeple gets a blink, what is the answer to Meeple? Assuming Ajit doesn't like mess up his combo, right? Like, if he blinks into 4 people and he ganks himself, then that's fine. But assuming Ajit plays a good Meeple, I think Mineski is in like a world of trouble. I'm sorry if I keep repeating this point, but I feel like I've been like, it's a nightmare to watch a Meeple to get this kind of farm.
Dude, it's okay, man. At some
It happens in every one of my pub games,
Yes,
and it's
I
happening
know.
here. It's so sad.
Like, you can see the increase in Meepos once you pass 4.7, and that's where you realize, why did I even climb?
I mean, I'm personally fine facing against Meeple, because whenever I see Meeple, I just pick Wyvern.
Yes, I know. You're such
It's
a
an easy
you're such a
kind of
dirty Wyvern player, dude.
I mean, nobody plays that hero, so I don't even... It's fine. But...
Ember, you gotta discount on Ember, dude. Ember against Meepo.
Ember used to be good against Meeple. I'm not sure if he's good anymore.
No, I feel like complexity when I say that. Pick the Ember, counter Meepo, easy game. And look how TI turned out. Abed.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so fat right now. He already has the first Dragonlance. He's gonna get the blink up very, very soon. I don't know why. I just have this very, very ominous feeling that Mineski are gonna get shit-stunned by this Meepo.
Yeah, so once you get into this stage of the game where you can't gank the Meepo anymore, or you haven't ganked the Meepo, there's still some ways you can play around the Meepo. So there's 2 things you need to watch out for. Once Meepo hits 15, he'll hit his lifesteal talent. So at that point, you better be damn sure you have vision around Roche, or have a smoke ready to counter gank Roche, because that's going to be his primary goal. Once he gets 15 and gets talent, he will try to snipe Roche with a smoke. The second thing is that you make sure you don't get sniped by Meepo Blink, because the strength of Meepo is his ability to burst a hero and then transition into a tower. Like, he's actually one of the... Like, this is why he's so good at carrying pubs, because he translate kills into objectives very easily. So if you could kind of dodge those ganks, or just counter gank him when he's going for one of your isolated heroes and kill the Meeple instead, then you kind of make a comeback against Meeple. But if WG like get those 2 checkboxes, gets the Roche and gets the individual picks, then I don't see Mineski winning in this game again unless they get like 4-man RPs, 5-man epicenter, that kind of stuff.
I'm not sure about the RP part though. He doesn't have a blink. Doesn't look like he'll get one anytime soon. And you're still looking to RR to get that blink. You really want to make sure you get that blink dagger. Woohoo. Right, Nana with HOTD up already. Oh.
WG's Malaysian, right?
Yeah, WG is Malaysian.
Okay.
I was actually surprised that Ben joined the team when they still had 1.
Maybe it's a team chemistry thing, or maybe they're trying him out. Who knows?
Could be. But no, I thought they had the roster lock. But anyways, they still wouldn't get the invite because of the roster change. I'm more curious
Right.
what happened to Kang. Man, speculation. Maybe he joined Fnatic. But
Maybe.
no, but they have Ohio. Unless Ohio moves to the support.
I mean, you could just change roles, right?
Maybe.
Anyways,
I mean, technically, Ohio is kind of like a shot caller.
I mean, Mushi is enough shot caller.
You don't get to tell Mushi what to do. Feels bad, man.
I mean, he's probably the most experienced player, right, on his team.
He is.
So, by the way, have you been experiencing a lot of increase in queue time? Yeah.
Yeah, kinda. I'm actually a bit surprised that I somehow queued and there were like 6Ks in my team or something.
Yeah, I've been, like for the last 2 days, I've been getting like 35+ minute queue time.
Yeah, that was weird. But is it like that in Perfect World as well? I mean, C maybe it's still not that bad. Like it's not a super frequent thing.
It's been happening like these last 2 days. I actually sat down to play Dota just now, right? And 35 minutes in, I don't get a game. I was like, fuck this. And then I noticed you were gonna cast. So I was like, okay, well, since I can't play Dota, I might as well cast Dota.
Lumi, it's a sign. You have to come back to C. Come back to the cancer.
I am playing C.
Good.
Shoot, I'll just like not play Dota rather than playing C.
It's that bad. No, you must enjoy. Embrace the cancer and it will not be that bad. You have to get used to it.
I play support, right? You know how saddening it is to like put down wards and your carry gets ganked and he's like, what's happening? And I'm asking you, what's happening? I have wards. It's just like one of the few things that does not make me want to play in C.
Oh, how about the other thing where there is a ward there, you tell him, say, no, dude, don't go, but he's like, STF, you're a noob. And then next thing you know, he dies. He's like, we need wards. And then you're like, what?
I mean, I think everyone has experienced that, so.
Maybe. I actually miss Perfect World. I remember playing there a bit. Ninja Boogie wasn't impressed though. I had a very bad Darkseer.
I'm also practicing my Chinese when I play in Perfect World, so it's fine.
Translators. I'm actually worried that they would run out of pause time. Hope nothing is wrong. Hold on, let me check.
This might be like a server issue.
Is it? Is it a server issue?
Maybe not actually. They all disconnect at the same time, right?
Yeah. Because if it was a server issue, then Mineski would have DC'd as well.
All right. Oh, you know what's a hero that I'm interested to learn?
Which one?
Is Techies.
No, not you two. No.
No, I feel like he's actually like very interesting to play now with the new change to his mines and the what do you call it? Now it's not suicide anymore, right? It's the jump thing.
Blast squad or something. I'm not suicide.
Blast off?
Suicide squad.
Blast
I don't know.
It's called blast off, I think.
Blast off. Oh no. Okay, I played a couple of games last week with some friends. 3 games we played Techies, 3 1-hour games we got. It's so annoying, and I swear if you ever want to counter Tinker, just pick Techies. It's so annoying. And the blast off at level 4 has a 7-second silence. What kind of hero has that kind of silence? That's not even balanced.
So when patch 7 first came out, I was like, oh, this ability sucks. You silence yourself after you use it? That seems kind of bad.
Yeah, and you're still
alive.
alive.
And then I played it into a game. No. I thought Techie silenced himself after using that ability. And then I played him in a game, I silenced my opponent for 7 seconds. Like it was against a puck or something like that. He just stood there and just died. I was like, oh shit, this is OP.
It is.
Uh,
And you
I
can't
think
de-
the
you
new
can't de-watt the
techie
mines as well
playstyle.
now.
Sorry.
You can't de-watt the mines as well. Like the remote mines. Now the builders, you would actually level them up, just max it out instead of going for your alt.
Hmm.
So you can't de-watt them anymore. You actually have to walk within like 400 range before you can right-click them out.
Yeah. But you can deward them once you get into 400 rank, right?
Yeah, but that's still scary, man. Can you imagine? Like everywhere's a trap. People don't stack them up anymore. You put them into nice little shapes and you just walk around. Next thing you know, boom, 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 and the damage is
Yeah.
increased, right?
The damage is actually really high now. I mean, you can't stack them, but whatever. Although I saw on Reddit there was like a glitch thing that you could do to stack them.
Did you see that glitch where? Oh no, the one you were referring to is when you have like a super long cast range. But do you see that glitch where?
No.
Like with the new Helm of Dom, like you can get like double creeps.
Oh, how do you do that?
That one I'm not sure. It just happened to me once where I was like, is that why HOT is like the new item? Because next thing you know, I had an alpha wolf in a cart and I was just like pushing towers into Luna. I was like, okay, this is balanced. Oh, he's back.
Oh, one of them is back.
One of them is back. Well, it's a meeple.
No. So how you actually do the double mine in the same area
Mhm.
is like you have to be like next to the cliffs. Like so, for example, look over here, right? So you could put a mine over here, like just next to the cliff.
Mhm.
But then you can force up yourself towards the cliff and you push yourself like quote unquote off to the edge of the map. And then you put mines onto the edge of the map. But because it's off the map, the game just shoved that mine back onto the map. So then you quote unquote could stack mines. Am I explaining myself well or not really?
Having issues trying to visualize that actually.
Okay, so currently when you put a mine, you cannot put another mine within like, I don't know, 200 or 400 AoE
Uh-huh.
of the first mine, right? But if you put mines off the map, like via like, if you just target off the map with like Aether Lens or whatever, the game shoves that mine back onto the map.
Oh, okay.
And then the next mine you target off the map again, the game thinks, oh, it's out of range. So it lets you put that mine.
That's rigged, but that only works on
But
the
once
side.
you put it, yeah, it only works on the side, so it's like not very useful except for like the early game. Like you could kind of get support that's like walking in the trees, but honestly, it's like so niche that it doesn't actually matter.
Man,
I just thought it
that's
was
good enough for me. Especially when you hide them in the trees. I feel like the AoE is a bit bigger than it was, so you could just walk around thinking, okay, I'm gonna sneak around, and next thing you know, you're just dead. I think I saw like on Sing Sing stream, he actually farmed a Crystal Maiden who kept walking into the side. 9 deaths.
Is Sing Sing playing techies in low priority, or is that why he is in low priority?
I think that's why he's in low priority.
Okay. Feels bad. All right, so for the viewers that might just be joining us, WG, as a reconnecting back, they have a super massive lead in this game. GoGraph says they're up by 2,500, but I think that the impending doom of this free farm meeple is about to hit Mineski like a big ass truck. And Mineski is this like tiny little puppy about to get roadkill because
I have
Ain't gonna
faith.
be
I have
pretty.
faith, dude. I have faith. I'm gonna support Miracle. Like I believe Gal will pull off some amazing jug play with RR and J, because
Okay.
Magnus, man, you can never underestimate the power of a Magnus.
yeah, if Miracle could micro his Omni Slash jumps well, right? If he could just target one meeple with his Omni Slash jumps, then I trust in him. But I don't know if he's that good at microing.
I think he is. He actually plays pretty good micro. Like if you've seen the way, even the way he micros his healing ward, so
Hmm.
you never know. Oh man, who are you waiting for? Or Nana. Nana's not back yet. I actually like a bit of a change. Like recently, Nana's been playing more into the safe lane when he used to play mid.
Okay. I haven't been watching C at all, so I like all of what you're saying to me right now is all like news. So,
New
I've been
info.
I've been casting China for like the past week or so, 2 weeks.
You're from China, right?
I mean, I'm in Hong Kong. I think Hong Kong counts more. I don't know. Depends on who you ask. If you ask a Chinese person, Hong Kong is China.
Yeah, I always feel there's a difference. It's like I had this friend back in high school. He used to piss off all the Taiwanese because he said that like the capital of Taiwan is in Beijing. And everyone would be like, "What the fuck did you just say?" But
I mean,
the weird thing was because he's Taiwanese himself, but he just says it to troll people.
yeah.
Alright, wait, our WG.Unity blackout, did they not pay the electricity bill? Boston Major wasn't enough? I don't know, someone in Twitch was saying that. I'm just repeating what I'm reading.
I mean, Twitch is probably trolling.
Yeah, okay, I'm not sure who's the person who's told me or tweeted me saying that I'm a 12-year-old kid. Do I really sound 12, Lumi?
You sound like 12?
I don't know, someone said I'm 12 years old.
I thought that's a meme now.
It's,
I'm 12,
oh
haha.
no. That's, I don't know, people have been calling me that way before that meme even became popular, so. Oh, we have game, Lumi. We have game. Alright.
Alright,
So back to the impending doom of Mineski you were saying. Are they gonna smoke?
yeah. Okay, so Meepo actually went for the second Dragonlance instead of rushing towards his Blink.
Mhm.
I guess he's more comfortable playing it like this.
Oh, pause again. Wait, settings. Did they actually run all the way to like a LAN cafe just to play? I believe. Alright, they'll go for a smoke with the debut of Ben's Blink Dagger. Fancy Blink. The Chen's already waiting at the top lane, all ready to go. With a huge army of creeps. And he's got good creeps too. Alright, Ben, let's go. Wait, Archie's actually gonna do Roche. This is such a good maneuver coming up from WG.Unity. Maximum
Yep.
efficiency. Like you said,
So-
smoking to the Roche.
I mean, I called it level 15 because with lifesteal it's pretty much guaranteed, but perhaps the element of surprise is even more efficient. But so far the gank has not worked, and the Roche is about to get checked here, and he's actually pretty low. Jules has the heads
Jules,
up
I
play.
like this, Jules. Oh,
Well, actually, he's
oh my
about
god,
to go
don't
on
tell me he gets
Meepo.
the kill. Don't tell me he gets the kill. All heals coming up. But Mineski, they're running in. Can he get the Aegis? No, he does not get it. Jules is going to try right click Wave Archer. The Disruptor ult flying in. Do we have the glimpse? No, we do not. And Jules, so close yet so far. But I think he's okay to sacrifice himself for the attempt. I mean, he does have a short respawn timer.
Yo, look at this top lane right now. It's like War of Tanks. Look at how many siege units on that tower. Oh my god.
This is the future, dude.
Dota.
This is the future. The next major, everyone's going to get HOTD. Everyone picks a siege card and just, like, push.
I mean, you have already been seeing that. In fact, I've been seeing like Ogre pick up HOD. You'll dominate, and then you bloodlust to dominate the unit, and he's just like fast as lightning.
Wait, isn't that why you talk about, like, the Dark Seer of HOTD as well? Didn't they do that?
Oh, I haven't seen that myself.
That was weird. I can't remember who did it. Was it MSS who did it? Yeah, at ESL Genting. Alright, but that was still pretty good game sense from Mineski. They dodged the gank and they did somehow, game sense to figure out that the Roche was being sneaked.
Right, but at the end of the day, right, it's WG gaining 2 objective. They got Broche, they got tier 1 tower.
Big
So
win.
even though Mineski is making great plays, they're making plays just to minimize losses. They're not really gaining anything in return. They're not taking down any towers. They're not making any successful ganks. So right now WG is making all the calls, and I think that's going to be very difficult to have Mineski to make a comeback.
Yeah, because like you said, you're playing against a Meepo. You really want to make sure that you're the one dictating the pace of the game, not him.
Right. Unfortunately for Mineski, they don't really have the items to dictate the pace of the game. You want to look towards multiple Blink Daggers. RR has, he's 200 gold off, 300 gold off, and then Jay has gone for the Echo Saber build.
Oh, I think they want to
So-
try for a play into the Magnus. They have the vision on him. Are they going to try and glimpse him back? Yes, they will. He's going to try for the skew out in the nick of time, but unfortunately not. And lay on the Disruptor ult just for good measure. They get the kill. Big dunk and big kill. So this will transition into a tier 1 tower as well. Army of creeps, army of siege cards. There we go. Oh, hold on, already to the backline. Ben, he's found the blink initiator into Ninja Boogie. Can he get the kill here? Boogie needs to lift him off. It's on cooldown. The glimpse back. Goodbye, Boogie. Take a nap. So meanwhile, the top lane, Miracle, he's going to try and push this tier 1 with Jules.
Radiant structures are
Yeah,
fortified.
I mean, WG is going to take to the tier 2 for free. If you watch Aljit, he's already rotating his Meepo up top. He wants to actually go for a snipe on one of these retreating heroes. It's going to be hard to actually get the hero kill. But he loses no time because he could proof the meatballs back. And WG really need to, or sorry, Mineski really need to get something going right now.
Is under attack.
Well, on the bright side, Sand King, he didn't die. He does finally get the Blink Dagger. So maybe they could try for their own smoke play. Nana is very far away from the rest of his team. Only Afu is nearby in the vicinity. They still could try. Will they actually go for the smoke? Yeah, they do have a smoke and boogie. There we go. 5-man smoke.
Alright, good timing. Blink just got picked up. But I mean, it's gonna be hard for Jay to follow up. Oh, Jay actually just breaks smokes and push out mid. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know if they were kind of paying attention to that.
Oh, they know the Meepo's in the middle lane. They're gonna try, however, moving all the way to the bottom lane. They are charging there. Looking to R to start the fight for his team. He needs to go for the Blink Burst Strike initiation. They see the courier, but they get courier. Yes, they do. Now need to find the Blink. RR, they look very messy. They look very scattered. They do not know where to go. Ben, he finds a beautiful call into R goes down. And a multi-cast. Nope, there's only just Ignite. It's not coming up. Ajit poofing in. Ninja Boogie going down. And Miracle running all the way. They get the glimpse back onto Raging Potato. Dead Potato. They do like that carbs. Tasty, tasty, tasty. Into the Disruptor ultimate again. 3 heroes down. And they get the D ward as well. So good counter initiation coming out from WG.Unity.
Yeah, it was really, really good game sense by the Luna. Kind of hit in trees, broke the smoke. And then it was actually the Radiant that got the jump. And they jumped the most important hero, which is the Sand King, right? He's the only one that could initiate. Ajit jumps forward.
They find a glimpse onto Jules.
Yeah.
He's gonna get poofed down. Down he goes. And they will take an easy tier 2.
I think the game's over. Like, there's so much on WG's side that Mineski... Well, they haven't used their ult yet. So maybe with some perfect ult, they could hold their Raxus. But if they make one more mistake, the game's over.
And all Miracle has is a Yasha. I'm not sure it's gonna be enough against this very stacked Meepo. Double Dragon Lance with the Blink and has an Aegis as well. Now, I like what X-Nova is doing. He's using...
Epicenter?
Oh, big epi, but it's not big enough. Oh, that was so bad. Oh, no.
He still has Aegis, too. So.
That was really, really forced to get the multi-cast coming up. Ben gets a beautiful call, catching 2 heroes. 2 heroes into the eclipse. Hello, I hope you like the stars and the moon. He goes down. And Ninja Boogie, can it kill him off? This does him looking at his base get torn to pieces like Lego blocks. Going for the call, just taking care of the
DC in the mid game might be longer than the actual game lane.
They force it back out from Miracle. Because that's what they need, a miracle. But Ninja Boogie gets the lift up, stuns 2 heroes. He's gonna try and use the Shrine. Actually, no, doesn't even get to it. Skewer into the RP! Will it be enough of the call? Stopping things. There's no follow-up. Nana, he will go down. So they lose 3 heroes. They hope the mid tier 3. And Potato, he's gonna be trying to chase. Does he get the chase here? RR, no, get the Blink initiation onto Ben. Uncle Ben! Uncle Ben goes down.
Alright, so 4 kills. They defend the second lane of Rax. I really like the play of what Ajit did there, right? Because Axe got a 3-man counter gank call in the base after the RP. So I think it's very tempting for Meepo to jump in with all your guys and just like try to team fight there. But I think Ajit understands that if he dies right now, it's a very long respawn time, which could give Mineski like a lot of time to come back. But now he didn't die. He has Invis Meepo coming in now. If he gets a poof combo, which he does, but great spin by a Miracle. Can't spin from Geo Strike though, so he's dead.
Yeah. Passive though, Meepo is just annoying. The Geo Strike move slows 20%. Even with phase boots and even with all that magic immunity for a while from the Blade Fury, he still dies, and he does not have buyback. That buyback early on while defending the base really set him back. And net worth wise, Mineski do not look healthy at all compared to the side of Warriors Gaming. So it looks like they will actually commit for another high ground push.
Yeah, I don't see any reason why to not go for the high ground push.
Hold on, they got a blink onto Raging Potato. And actually, you know, Jules, he goes down very, very easily. They have the RP up in a bit. Maybe they can try and synergize it, but they have to hold for 20 seconds. They do not have a fortification. That should be the melee Rax going down. Ben finds a call onto Ninja Boogie, stopping him in his tracks. Trying to bring him into the loving arms of his team. But that's all Mineski can do. They're just helpless. This Meepo is just too much.
Yeah. I know Meepo's the one that's getting all the glory right now because he's like killing people and taking buildings, but to me it's really the Chen that kind of tied this draft together. The reason that Meepo got so much free farm was because X-Nova was like ganking the lanes and also putting a lot of pressure on the early tier 1 towers, which gave Meepo like basically 10 minutes of free farm. And of course I think Ben has been hitting every one of his Berserker calls. I don't think I've seen him miss a single one, so If people were wondering if this new guy is
Top tower is under
up to
attack.
snuff, he
They are
definitely
going
is.
for a 5-man smoke. If they can find a beautiful RP into the epicenter here, that could be what saves them. But hold on, they just go straight for the bar strike initiation, disrupt it all, canceling that momentum, and actually they bring down Miracle immediately. Now going for the skewer and finds a RP, but the RP is only catching a ton of meatballs, not the rest of the team, and they heal for Max Nova. Now here comes the epicenter, big epicenter, but not enough damage. It's too little. Oh, this is just so sad right now for Warriors Gaming. I just feel so sad. And Jules here also got an ultra kill. Give him the rampage, and Ajit finds it. GG will be called for Mineski. Game 1, GG easy for Meepo.
So I think that last team fight, it really showcased the reason why I think that spread damage is not the way to go against Meepo. Meepo has higher natural magic resist than a standard hero. He has 35 compared to the regular 25. And we saw multiple times, like, he eats a full epicenter. He eats like a full magic AoE combo. Granted, there's not much on the Mineski side to begin with. Like, he has half HP. I mean, there's a mech on the team. There's a Hand of God on the team. And that was a decent RP, right? Hit everybody with the epicenter on top, but I think at that point they were so far behind that it just didn't matter.
He actually didn't die as well this game. Meepo is
Yeah.
11-0-4. Top of the
I don't think he
leaderboard.
even triggered the Aegis.
Yeah, it expired, and double the net worth. Like, if you combine the two carries on Mineski's side, combine the net worth, and they're still behind the Meepo. So that's how much of a lead he had. And with the Ethereal Blade, he just nuked every hero down. Miracle getting caught out like that was just sad. But then again, that 5-man smoke was kind of like a desperate play.
Yep.
Anyways,
That was.
Yep.
I mean, I think I called GG when
Mhm.
WG had like a 2,500 net worth lead, which is like generally you don't call GG in that amount, but like Meepo just snowballed so fast. I think the game was lost actually when the first 10 minutes there was there's zero pressure to the mid lane. There was not a single gank, not a single roam. And I think there was a single point where Jay went for a solo kill under the tier 1 tower against a Meepo. He was not really close to getting that kill, and the fact that Meepo got the kill on the Magnus instead, I think that was kind of the beginning of the end.
Okay. Alright guys, so anyways, the score right now 1-0 in favor of Warriors Gaming Unity. So we'll be back for game 2 shortly. See you guys soon.